Have you ever looked at the calendar and thought, where did the year go? Right now, there are just over 3 months left in the year. And I know for me, this year has flown by. Seems every year flies by these days. And the truth is, how you use the next months can make all the difference in how you feel on December 31st. Are you celebrating the momentum in your business, the success that you have, or are you wondering what happened? Hi, I'm Heather, and I help women business owners build intentional, profitable businesses with clarity, strategy, and real action. No trends or noise, but a focused business your way. Today, I want to share 5 steps you can do right now to set your focus and create traction for the rest of the year. Step number one is set your year-end goals. And I want to give you a really powerful exercise to do to help you do that. And that's just to kind of take a moment, relax, close your eyes, and do a little bit of visioning where you're sitting. It's December 31st. You've got that warm beverage and you're sitting by a fireplace, or you're on a really beautiful beach with a nice cocktail, and you're reflecting on the year. What was successful this year? What happened this year? How are you feeling about your year? And how are you feeling about the last 3 months of your year? And what are you celebrating? And really put yourself in how you want to be feeling. And then come out of that and think about what do you need to do in the last 3 months of the year to make that happen. And one clear thing I always encourage my clients to do is to have a revenue goal. So how much money do you want to make in the next 3 months? What do you need to do? How do you need to create that vision and connect with your vision of December 31st? Step number two is identifying your building blocks. What are you selling? When are you making offers and how are you growing your audience? Those are key components to our success for any business that we have. So what are we selling? How are you making your offers? How are you growing your audience? And yes, how are you delivering what you've sold? Then step number three is break it down. So create a focused action plan by month, week, and day. It's great to know what our vision is, but if we don't know the actions that we need to take, it's very easy for those 3 months to fly by and we've seen no results. We need to even kind of keep a lens on what we're doing in January or February because there might be actions that we need to do for that. So, for example, I work with clients who are going to run like summits or giveaways. They need to start, if they're going to run one in January or February, there's going to be planning that needs to happen now. But just to hit your revenue target, to hit what you need, what do you need to be doing monthly, weekly, and then down to daily? What are you doing this week? What are you doing today to actually get to that point that you are celebrating an amazing finish to the year on December 31st? Step number four is take messy action. We can create the best plan in the world, but if we're not acting on it and we're not moving it forward, then we are not going to see the results we want. So progress always beats perfection. And that's an important thing to say. We need to take messy actions. We also need to stay very focused and not let, the noise that's going on around us and the things that we can, try this, do this, you're not doing this the right way. Maybe you should be over here on this. We need to shut that down and really focus on the plan that you have for the next 3 months and take messy action. And step number five is a bonus question. And it's a really powerful bonus question is what do you need to do differently to make this happen? The old adage, if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we're going to keep seeing the same results. So what are the things that you could do differently? And differently can be doing something new. It can actually be letting something go. It could be saying, I'm not going to do this anymore. It could be finding a way to kind of block the noise and put it somewhere else, right? So, hey, this thing comes on, this shiny object comes in front of you and think, I want to do that. Well, instead of wanting to do that, maybe blocking that and putting it at a later date. I had a conversation with one of my clients yesterday, exactly that. I could tell she was avoiding the things she needed to do to hit her plan, and she was going down a rabbit hole of something that she didn't necessarily need to do right now. And through our conversation, she made a decision to say, okay, I guess I'm avoiding what I really need to do, and I'm going to park that and do it later on. So it wasn't that it was I'm never going to do it. It was just I'm going to park it because it's not going to get me the goals that we want. So what do you need to do differently is a really powerful question. So what do you need to do differently in a way of maybe increasing something, maybe decreasing something, maybe letting something go? What are those things that could change how you're behaving and what you're focusing on in order to hit the plan that you've created? It's a really powerful bonus question that I like to ask myself often is what do I need to do differently to make the things I want to have happen? So take a moment today and decide how you want to feel on December 31st. That exercise alone can make a huge difference. There's a difference between ending the year celebrating or ending the year frustrated. It comes down to whether you make time to get clear, to put up your blinders and focus on your business model, your plan, and act on it. And really keep moving forward in messy action because action creates traction and traction creates results. If this has gotten you thinking, I would love to invite you to something that I've created called the Bistro Bite. It's a free live session I host every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. There's no replays, there's no fluff. It's an opportunity for you to come together with other business women and focus on what you're going to do. What's that bold move you're going to do this week? It's an opportunity to brainstorm ideas, ask some questions, and just support each other and set your intention for a successful week. You can save your spot below on the link at igniteyourmarket.com/bistro-bite. And it's something that you can sign up for. You don't have to come every week, but it's there for you. And it's an opportunity to connect with other like-minded women and to get a little bit of my brain and a little bit of focus on your business so that you can really set your intention for the week. I'd love to see you there. And really take a moment and do these 5 steps. And if nothing else, do the first step where you're dreaming about where you want to be at the end of the year and you're connecting with that so that you can define the actions and the plan that is going to make a difference for you to really finish the last 3 months of the year with focus, strength, and traction.